Hello, and welcome to my coffee table transformation. Please ignore the noise in the background. We have plumbers here today, but I thought I'd just show you the before shot. I bought this on Facebook Marketplace for £15. It did have a sticky wooden look top, which I peeled off. And it has revealed this, so I now see why they stuck it on. This was used in somebody's playroom. It was £15. I had to take the top off to get it in the car. So I'm now going to give it a very good sand with my wonderful hand sander. Just looking around, I don't know where that is. So I'm going to do that outside, I think. I'm going to open the bifold door. And I'm going to give it a bit of a sand down. And then I'll see how this, because that's a big lump of glitter, paint, all this, and we'll see how I get on, because I am tempted to try the oven cleaner thing, but I'm going to sand it down now and we'll see how we get on. I tend to do my sanding outside because out here is still like a building site, so I've got the top out and now I'm going to give it a sander. This is my sander. I'll link this one below. Bought it a while ago and it's really good. Wasn't expensive and it actually is really good, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to give it a go, sanding this down. Okay, it's become pretty obvious that this paint spill is not going to come off with sanding, so I'm going to have to try and use the oven cleaner technique to try and lift it off this. So I didn't know about this, so I have sanded it down a bit, but this is like glitter glue and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to go and get some of the oven cleaner. I'm going to do it right down the end of the garden, so it's nowhere near the chickens. I might actually go and do it in the front garden. Yeah, I am. I'm going to go and do it out on that table in the front garden. So I'm going off to the shop and I'm going to go and buy some and then see how we get on. So I've been and bought some of this and I'm going to have a go because that is not shifting. So I'm going to spray it on, doing it outside on some plastic because the stuff stinks. I'm doing it in the front garden so it's nowhere near the dogs or the cats or the chickens. So I'm going to spray it on and let's see if this works. There we go, all done. I've also put a mask on that I found because it's a bit smelly, but it's much better outside. So we'll leave that. I'm going to leave it for an hour and give it a scrub. Just hope it doesn't rain. 24 hours since I put the stuff on. I didn't film yesterday because I put the stuff on the top of the table and then it started raining. So this morning I just sat it upright and it went like that, but the red stuff was left. So I sprayed some more stuff on and then I've bought this brush on Amazon and I'm going to try and give it another go, try and get a bit more of this red off. It's definitely better with this brush. But it's really bleached this, it's definitely worked. Just got to get these odd bits of glue bits off where I'm going to sand it, but this was it before because there's a bit of sticker on it and that's it after. So it does work at stripping out the colour. I'm not sure it's going to get this red off though. So I'm going to go and have a go with the sander. Just wetting this bit that I put the extra bit on so I can give it more scrub with my wire brush before I sand it. That feeling you get when you start something and you wonder why you started it. But it's coming off. I've just got one strip down the middle. I've just hosed it again, so I'm just going to put a little line down there. But I've nearly got it all off. We're getting there. A little bit more, but this does work. So I'm now going to spray the legs, just leave that, and it will strip it off to this light colour. It's in the bottom now, and I'm going to be using this Mr. Magic stuff that I ordered online. Everything that I use, I'll put in the description box if you want to go yourself, but I'm going to give it a spray. And it's lovely and sunny, so hopefully I'll get it done and get it finished today. So it gives a good spray, mask and gloves, because it stinks. Definitely better to do it outside. Be careful of your clothes though, because it will blow onto you, and then bleach what you're wearing. So there we go, I'm going to leave it for half an hour, and then I'm going to rinse it off. I'm going to rinse off the watering can. I'm around the front, so I think I'll rinse it off with some 2 watering cans should do it, we shall see. So I've left it on for about 40 minutes. And now I'm going to hose it and then give it a scrub with my brush and let it dry in the sunshine. Hopefully it'll dry quite quick. It's going to pour rain tomorrow, so I'm going to do it now quick. All scrubbed, and I've washed it all off. That's the base, and this is the top. There's still a slight bit of red, but I might have a go at that with the sander. So let that dry in the sunshine, even though the sun's just gone behind a cloud. Never mind. So let's see what it's like when it dries. Fingers crossed, but definitely wear gloves because it stinks. And outside, 100%. So yeah, let's leave that to dry for a bit. It's the next day. Beautiful blue skies, which is strange because it said it was going to pour with rain, but that's a good thing. So this is after drying out all night with the cooker cleaning stuff, and it has definitely taken the orange off. As you can see, that dark marks a leaf there. So I've just given it a light sanding with some sandpaper on there. You can see actually the inside, I didn't put any of the colour on the inside, so you can tell the colour difference. So that's before and that's now. And I want to come out and just give it a quick going over with my electric sander. Then I'm going to whitewash it. But I'm very happy with the base colour. And you could leave it like that, you could wax it and leave it in that nice light colour. But then the top, let me show you the top. Doggies are sunbathing. So here's the top. So that's what I've got left with the red bit. So it's not too bad. Teddy's loving the sunshine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a go with the hand sander, the electric one, try and get that last bit in. But compared to what it was like, it's not too bad. So I'm going to give that a good going over, and then we'll be ready for the whitewash. Okay, so I have now given it a very light sand, and I'm going to apply my whitewash on it. It's coming up a lot darker on the screen. I think it's quite light. Quite dark in it, sorry. So that is it ready to go. And with the top, I've nearly got it all out. I'm literally left, but I'm literally making a divot. I think it's really soaked in, so we'll see what that looks like when the white goes on. The white I'm using is this, and I'm going to mix it up in probably 2/3 paint, 1/3 water. I like to put it on quite watery, so I may make it 50-50. We'll see what this. I've not used this paint before, but I was told it was really good, and it's chalk paint, so you can just slap it on. So I'm going to do that now. So as soon as you paint on a small section, to do the whitewashing, you literally just rub off with a cloth as you go and take off the excess paint. Don't let it dry on, you literally paint a section, then rub it down. I did it twice to get this finish. There is a tiny bit of the pink left, but I'm past the point of being able to get any more off now. So now I'm going to give it a bit of a wax. So this is the wax I am using. I've used this a couple of times. I think this is a really good stuff. All you need to use it is some rags. I invested in a packet of rags from Amazon. I'll link everything I'm using below to put the wax onto the table. So all you do is get a reasonable amount onto the rag, not that much, and then do it in sections, basically slowly rubbing it into the wood. Then once you've rubbed it in, leave it about 10-15 minutes and then give it a good polish, buff it up, and then you get a really lovely, sleek, professional looking finish. So just to remind you how bad the table was, and when I bought the table it had a plastic cover over the top, so I didn't realise it would be covered in paint. So it has been a real mission, but I'm delighted to show you how it turned out. Here we go. Here is the murder scene coffee table. I am very happy with how it turned out. Now, there are a couple of things. I sanded the top down because I had the Chainsaw Massacre on the top, and I have, if I just show you, the tiniest bit left, but this has now got a divot. I was sanding it down so much, so that is actually down in the wood. So if I kept going, I'd have to have a big hole. So I'm assuming anybody else that buys a second-hand pine table won't have red paint all over it. So that's the only thing that didn't come out, just a little strip there. It did go everywhere else, just apart from that. So that's why my lovely tray sits on the end there. But it's come out so well. Please excuse the dogs in the background that are sprinting around because they think it's great fun. So it's come out really good. It's lovely and smooth again because we use that lovely wax. I didn't go quite as white as I did with the console table, but I knew that it was going to go on this lovely rug, so I didn't want it too white. But I did go around and put some filler in the little screw holes, trying to dampen that down a little bit. But here it is. It's a perfect size. This is 120 by 80, I think. There are a lot around that are 90 by 60, but for the space, I definitely needed this size because it fits perfectly on there, and I'm very happy with it. We definitely use coasters to protect it. The good thing is if you do mark it, you just sand it down lightly again, a bit more of a whitewash, because I have done it once. Lily decided to become a toddler again and do some painting on it and got paint all over it, so I just sanded it and waxed it again. So I'm super pleased with it. I think you'll agree it looks definitely worth a little bit more than 15 quid, but I'm super happy, and there it is. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. If you do have a go, do let me know in the comments below, and please do hit the subscribe button, and I will very soon be upcycling some more furniture. So thank you for watching.